Revolutions are not merely internal events confined within national borders. They are powerful political earthquakes that send shockwaves across the entire international system. From the late 18th century onward, revolutions transformed how states viewed sovereignty, legitimacy, and power. The American Revolution of 1776 marked one of the first moments when a colony openly challenged a global empire, inspiring intellectuals, reformers, and oppressed populations worldwide. For the first time, ideas such as popular sovereignty, republican governance, and self-determination entered international political discourse. European monarchies watched nervously as revolutionary ideals crossed borders through pamphlets, diplomats, and returning soldiers. International relations, once dominated by dynastic alliances and royal legitimacy, began to confront a new reality where ideology could be as dangerous as armies. This marked the beginning of a world where internal revolutions could no longer be ignored by foreign powers. Revolution and the ideological battlefield. The French Revolution dramatically changed international relations by turning ideology into a weapon of global politics. Unlike previous uprisings, it openly challenged monarchy, aristocracy, and religious authority, threatening the foundations of European order. Revolutionary France declared that its struggle was universal, not national, promising to support oppressed peoples everywhere. This alarmed neighboring monarchies, leading to a series of coalition wars against France. Diplomacy transformed into ideological confrontation, dividing Europe between revolutionary and counter-revolutionary camps. For the first time, foreign policy was shaped not only by national interest but by fear of ideological contagion. The French Revolution demonstrated that revolutions could destabilize entire regions, forcing states to intervene militarily, economically, and diplomatically in the internal affairs of others. Exporters of political ideas. As the 19th century progressed, revolutions became engines of ideological diffusion across continents. The Latin American revolutions against Spanish and Portuguese rule were deeply influenced by American and French revolutionary principles. Newly independent states sought diplomatic recognition, trade agreements, and military support, making international legitimacy a key revolutionary objective. At the same time, European powers debated whether recognizing revolutionary governments would encourage rebellion within their own empires. This period revealed a critical tension in international relations. Stability versus self-determination. Revolutions forced states to balance moral principles with strategic interests. The recognition or rejection of revolutionary regimes became a powerful diplomatic tool, shaping alliances and rivalries for decades. The Russian Revolution of 1917 marked a turning point by creating the first ideologically driven revolutionary state with global ambitions. The Bolsheviks rejected traditional diplomacy, calling for worldwide proletarian revolution. This terrified capitalist states and fundamentally reshaped international relations in the 20th century. The emergence of the Soviet Union introduced a new kind of rivalry, where ideology defined alliances more than geography. Western powers initially intervened militarily to crush the revolution, fearing its spread. Over time, the international system evolved into one of ideological blocs, laying the groundwork for the Cold War. Revolutions were no longer isolated events. They became catalysts for global polarization, proxy wars, and competing world orders. Revolutions and the end of empires. After World War II, revolutions became the driving force behind decolonization, transforming international relations on an unprecedented scale. Anti-colonial movements in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East challenged European imperial dominance. These revolutions forced former colonial powers to redefine their global roles, while newly independent states entered the international system seeking recognition, aid, and security. The United Nations became a crucial platform where revolutionary states asserted their sovereignty. Cold War rivalries intensified these struggles, as the United States and the Soviet Union competed for influence among revolutionary governments. International relations shifted from imperial control to ideological competition, reshaping global power structures. In the modern era, revolutions continue to reshape international relations, but with greater global interconnectedness. Media, technology, and economic globalization ensure that revolutions are instantly internationalized. Events such as the Iranian Revolution, the Arab Spring, and color revolutions in Eastern Europe triggered foreign interventions, sanctions, diplomatic isolation, or support. International organizations, human rights norms, and economic dependencies now play central roles in shaping revolutionary outcomes. States debate whether to intervene in the name of democracy or stability. Modern revolutions reveal a paradox. While sovereignty is respected in theory, revolutionary crises often invite global involvement, proving that domestic upheaval and international politics are inseparable, shaping international relations. They redefine legitimacy, redraw alliances, and challenge existing world orders. Revolutions transform internal struggles into international crises, forcing states to adapt or collapse. From the rise of nation-states to the Cold War and beyond, revolutions have repeatedly rewritten the rules of global politics. Understanding international relations without acknowledging the role of revolutions is impossible. They are not moments of chaos alone, but engines of historical transformation that continue to shape diplomacy, conflict, and cooperation in the modern world.